So as you move forward, you feel lighter, you feel more confident, and you feel more proud of yourself because you should be proud of yourself. You're doing amazing. Do you want to stay grounded, less triggered, less annoyed, and mindful throughout your wedding process? Well then, welcome. You've come to the right place. Hi lovelies, welcome back to our channel, and I'm super excited to introduce to you a brand new series, The Little Book of Mindful Wedding Planning, Ebook Walkthrough. I have linked the ebook in the description below where you can grab your own copy. In this series, we'll explore and dive deep into each chapter. So, if you're getting married or is close to someone who is getting married, or is just altogether into mindfulness, then this series is for you. Join us every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays as we journey through the little book of mindful wedding planning, chapter by chapter. Before we get on this week's chapter, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can never miss an episode. Together, we'll create moments of mindfulness amidst the demands of wedding planning. Hello, lovelies! Welcome to Chapter 7, Declutter Your Wedding Binder and Pinterest Boards. Once you've booked your trusted people, like the vendors who get you, you can slowly take stuff off your binder and your Pinterest boards. This sends your brain a message that your pile is getting thinner and things are getting done. If you keep all of them in your binder, it can still feel that they are pending. This is not to say that you should not be organized, because as you know, we are all about organization here. But file them away in a separate folder that you barely go back to unless absolutely necessary for checking final details, etc. Having another binder where it's like the pendings and the to-do, it can be in the same binder, but I always say have a separate one because when you open that binder, it's still heavy, it's still thick, it looks like it hasn't been touched because it's still, all the paperwork is still there. Everything is still there. Even if your Pinterest board is still loaded with everything. So when you browse, you're going to still feel like you haven't made a decision, but you've already made a decision. So you have a board, a Pinterest board, say for example, for centerpieces. And you have, I don't know how many you have. You probably have 60 of like similar flower arrangements, which is like your peg. This is like your board, your inspiration. So that's your mood board. You share it with your decorator. And eventually, as you've worked with your decorator, your florist, you've already come up with a final design of how things are going to look like. Maybe the top 5 designs. It's okay to delete all the other ones now. Keep it now cohesive. This is now the final centerpiece. You can change the title of the board and say final centerpiece vibe, however you want to word it. If you're doing your bouquets, your bouquet board, if you have 20 in there and you've decided that you have your top 3 picks that you want to share with your, again, florist decorator, change the title. Final Bouquet Inspiration. Now, the things that you haven't booked, say for example, your wedding dress, you have a board for that and you haven't really found the right one, but you have there maybe 60. Narrow it down to maybe 20. Go dress shopping with your friends. Just pick out, you don't have to make the decision right away, but pick out what your vibe is. How does it look on your body? How does it look on your body? How do you feel when you have the styles that you pin on your body? How does it make you feel? If something doesn't make you feel, the style, the vibe, the finish, the lace, the silk, whatever the case may be, if that's no longer your vibe, you're going to go back to your Pinterest board and take that off there. It just takes up space in your mind. Now, when you're browsing, it's still always going to come up, but you've already said no to that. You already know that doesn't work for you. Say bye-bye. Take it off. Take it out your wedding board. That's done. After your first few dress shopping, I'd say, you probably have a chance now to narrow down your inspiration board for your wedding dress. Maybe 20. I mean, at best 10. And then now you can go into another dress shopping and really you might at this point find the one. Usually they're going to give you 5 dresses to start with and then another 5. So they're going to pull maybe 5 or 6 at a time. And that's based from what you've showed them that your vibe is and that your pegs, all the things that you really wanted to try on. From there, you're going to be just like, well, I think this is the one for me. Or maybe I'm so confused with this 2 or 3. Take a picture of yourself in those dresses. And that's now what you're going to look at. No longer the Pinterest board, but that's what you're going to look at, yourself in the dresses that you've only pictured in other people. That's going to help you make a better decision. So as you move along your decisions, one is getting checked. Make sure you move that away. You file that away. If it's in a binder, you move it to another binder, however you want to name it. You can also do a master binder where that can be the binder where all of the things that are already done can be just placed. So you have a pending binder, which are the ones that you are yet to do, with a master checklist in there, looking at the things that are still pending. The ones that are checked goes to the other binder where it's already done. File it away. Look at it and you just like, I am amazing. I rock. Look at the things that I've done. I feel like too, if it's a separate binder, it's almost just like a reminder that you are doing amazing. In this whole journey, I feel like it's very hard to look for someone. I don't think it's very hard. There are amazing, amazing friends. I have amazing friends who will always cheer on you when you do things. But it's also important to cheer on yourself and make sure that you remind yourself of the things that you've already done. And that can start with just moving things and filing it away. This is done. That's done. Imagine you're reading a book. You've already read the first 3 chapters. You're going to have to turn the page. And you're going to look and you're going to see the bookmark. Now the bookmark is just going further and further down the book. And you know that you're almost done. You're like so excited. Now you're just like, oh my God, I can't wait to finish the book. But if you keep reading the book and going back to the first page, then you're never going to finish it. And you're never going to know when you're going to finish it. So make sure you have reminders, you have goalposts, you have evidence of how amazing you're doing. And make sure you look at it and you tell yourself, you know what? Look at what I've done. Look at my Pinterest board. From 60, I'm now down to 10. From 10, I am now looking at myself. I'm not even looking at the dress and other people. I'm looking at the dress on myself. I am wearing it and I'm picking which ones are the ones that I want to wear. Or if you want to wear 2. But if you want to wear 1, then which one I want to wear. Centerpieces, I used to have 30, 60, however many in my Pinterest board. Now, after speaking to my decorator, my florist, I'm down to my top 3, top 5. So our design now is a combination of all these 3. And that's what I have. Look at the things that you've done. And it's easier for you to, as you move forward, to reference. So now if you're going to find linen, say for example, are you going to use green, sage green, emerald green, mint green, whatever color that you want to go for? If you're deciding and you're at that stage of deciding, you don't have to go through photos, 60 photos of your centerpiece. You can now go and look at the centerpieces, which are top 3, top 5. And you're like, you know what? This is the vibe. I think sage green will work better. Makes it so much easier. You're actually positioning yourself to make the decisions that you're making easier, more efficient, and also more fun. Like, who wants to go browse through 60 photos? I mean, sometimes I actually do, but in that moment of decision making, you want to make sure that that decision is going to work for you in a sense where you don't have to go through decision fatigue. You're just like, yep, I know exactly my top 3 centerpieces. Sage green will work for me. That's so beautiful. That's amazing. Done. Make things easier for you and clear things out of the way. So as you move forward, you feel lighter, you feel more confident, and you feel more proud of yourself because you should be proud of yourself. You're doing amazing. And that's a wrap for today's episode of the Little Book of Mindful Wedding Planning series. Your comments, questions, and support mean the world to us. And I can't wait to hear from you in the comments section below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you can never miss an episode. If you found today's episode valuable, please give it a thumbs up so it can reach more people. Thank you so much, lovelies. See you on the next episode. Bye.